Right, folks. Normally, I've started to do these. When I do a video, I try to push the boundaries a little bit. Not with my food videos because I can't give a fuck. But with these political rants, I try to push the boat. I try to see, not if I can upset anybody, but if somebody can give me a different opinion, and then we can discuss, because I love debate. I love political debate, current affairs. I love it. And when people reply respectfully to me, you can have a bit of a chat, a bit of a Tate, or a Kim Tate. She was in Emmerdale. And anyway, but I think on this one, I would say 100% people are going to fucking agree with me. Why is that wobbling? Why is me thingy wobbling, June? What's happened?
I don't know what you're looking at.
Well, I'm going to make my own bloody stand here. Sorry, folks. That's it. That's better. You're all on a level playing field now. So, it ain't still fucking wobbling. Oh, Jesus wept. Only when it was on the cross. Oh, more controversy. So what it is, folks, as you've seen from the thumbnail and me doing this in the thumbnail and the title or something, it's basically about these MPs that from April the 1st, what a fucking joke that is. Everybody's laughing. Ha ha ha. Oh, nurse, call me. I need my side stitching back up. MPs have been given a pay rise of 2.7%. I've made notes. Apparently they have worked a little bit harder. A little bit harder. All our MPs, 630 odd of them, they've all worked a little bit harder. Don't you feel sorry for them having to work a little bit harder in the last 2 years? Do you feel sorry for them, June? Does she fuck? It's turned me to fucking drink this. What it is, right? Right, I've made notes and they're all over the place, but since 2010, MPs have had a combined pay rise, right, well, not combined, but when you combine all the pay rises together, they've had an £18,000 increase in wages. 18 grand, June. 18 fucking £1,000 of our money that goes into their fucking bank accounts, right? Now, it's just unfucking believable that this has actually happened. The police, the nurses and all that, you can give it all that old cliche, oh, they haven't had anything, they've only had 0.5 or they've had 1%, which is inferior, pay decrease and all this kind of stuff. Yeah, like, but even, you know, warehouses, when I worked in a warehouse, they never got a fucking pay rise. When I was at Alpha Gary in Melton Mowbray, we used to get things like, one year we had, oh, for fuck's sake, Jim, why don't you have that chocolate bar out the door? Oh, for fucking hell. Fucking working here.
Sorry.
Oh, Jim wants the mini eggs. What the fuck is wrong with that? Is it just number 1 or number 2's on the... No, they're all in the right order. I'm going to make I'll make a new stand. Fuck it, I might even make a video on how to make a stand. Why is it wobbling? It don't normally wobble. Fucking fed up with this. There, you're not wobbling now. You get out of it. Right, so, you know, we used to be, when we were at Alpha Gary, we used to get, like, one year we actually had EBITDA. Because of the situation of the 2008 fucking crash, in 2009, what they did, we'd already agreed the pay rise in that year, but in 2009 we had EBITDA. So what the profit the company made, we got a percentage of. And it was brilliant. And it's funny enough, we had less waste, less everything, because we were all pushing to get the pay rise, and that was it. And I think we actually got something like 2.2% in the end. which was really good for 2009 when, you know, the world was on its arse again. It's been on its arse more times than fucking Tyson Fury and got back up. But that's how it is. But no, not these fucking MPs. They just seem to be given a pay rise every year without dispute. They don't seem to have to worry. They don't have to say, oh, we're coming out on strike if we don't get a fucking pay rise. You're fucking MPs, you're all a bunch of fucking wankers. They all go, oh, we know how you all feel. You don't have a fucking Rishi Sunak. You ain't got a fucking clue, me old Chinese. No, you're not Chinese here. But you ain't got a fucking clue. You haven't got, oh, somebody goes, oh, he's a Chinese. They haven't got a fucking clue how we feel. All these millionaires and fucking, there's one in the Labour Party who's a fucking billionaire. Rishi Sunak's missus is a billionaire. They ain't got a fucking clue. They don't even go in bloody Tesco's Express at fucking 10 o'clock on a sunny Thursday night because you forgot to buy some milk. Or you got to go and get your sandwiches for tomorrow and you haven't got a fucking clue. I mean, at the moment, right, it's, I'd say, when I got my family into debt, it was sometimes a case of, I would say this is for a lot of people at this moment in time with everything that's going up because of furlough and it's all got to be paid for, right? You didn't realise that when you're all fucking sitting at home, do you? Wanking off over fucking loose women. It's all got to be paid for now. And we're all having to pay for it. But at the moment now, when we was in debt, or I got us into debt, you have to fucking budget it all out. And sometimes it was getting close to putting the heating on or putting fucking fuel in the car to get to work. And it's like most people are choosing to eat or heat. MPs don't have that problem, do they? Do they have that problem, June?
No, of course.
Of course they fucking don't, because the ones that are fucking living away or working in London area and they've bought a plush little fucking flat, right? They're not worried about eating or heating, are they? No, because what they do is they put it all on the fucking expenses. You look at these fucking expenses these knobheads in Westminster are doing, right? They get their fucking gas, their electricity, their fucking whatever paid for, their food. Well, that's the whole idea of earning a fucking wage. You pay for your food. It's not my fault you've decided to become a politician and you're living in London and it's a little bit more expensive. You do my fucking tits in, that you do. When I was working for PP Gaunt Installations and I was fitting soundproofing in fucking Newcastle one week and Caerphilly the following week, right, we got an allowance. We got £25 a night for the fucking B&B and you got an £8 meal allowance. Now that was back in the 90s, so I suppose back then £8 was a bit more than the fucking shitty £8 it is now. But that's what it were. You got an allowance, and this is what they should be doing to these MPs. They should be saying, you've got a fucking meal, all right, you can have a meal for fucking £8 or £10. You go and get a bag of fucking chips and a kebab, you fucking bastards. Who the fuck do they think they are that they can go and sit in a fucking restaurant every night and then just claim it all back on us? You fucking wankers. This is going to get monetised. This is only going to be for fucking 18s and over, isn't it? Well, it don't really matter. Because a kid of fucking 13 can't vote, can it? Although in Labour's terms, they would like them to vote. Because they'd probably give them a fucking free PlayStation for the vote. It's a complete joke. But anyway, some MPs are there going, oh, we don't think it's right. We shouldn't be having it. We won't accept it. We'll donate it to charity. We'll do all this. Yeah, all right, fair play to you then. If you're... Who is she? Hold on. Where is she? I've made a note of her. Where the fuck have I put her? Oh, she's gone. I've fucking missed her name out. Oh dear, you dickhead. There's one politician, she just keeps 35 grand of it all. But what she has actually done is claimed £50,000 in fucking expenses. Well, that's no fucking good, is it? You're making out you're being all big and clever. What's her name? I can't fucking remember her name. Oh, have I got it on the... I thought I put it somewhere. Fucking amateur. Fucking amateur, Dave. You're all sitting there, you're all going, fucking amateur. Let's have a look, see if I can find her. Oh, fuck off.
That's why you didn't get a pay rise.
Yeah, it is. Here are Nadia Whittam, right? She gives so much of her wage is it a donation from the public, shall we say? I think she says she wants to live on a fucking livable wage, so that she can relate to us. She can relate to us. Yeah, all right, well, fair enough. You can relate to us. Don't fucking claim the expenses then. But then people will be saying, oh yeah, but she needs the expenses to run a fucking office. I thought that was all. It's all shit. It's all made up. It's all fucking made up where they can just seem to do what they fucking want and then just make an excuse. But anyway. Some MPs will say it's too much and not right, but nearly all of them will accept it. None of them really fucking, you know what I mean? They all go, oh, it's terrible. Yeah, the world's on it. The country's on its arse. The country's on its arse, but we've been given the 2.7%, but we'll have it anyway, because that's the kind of person we fucking are. Well, anyway, what I did, there's a bloke called Richard Lloyd. He's the chairman of this IPSA board. He was joined in the fucking 2018 and fucking chairman now. And he's one of these people that decides on giving these politicians a pay rise. Well, personally, I think what they should do is say, we're going to give the politicians a 2.7 pay rise. And then what they should do, they should come to me, right, probably Scott and Jack Howard, the Viking, and they should say, right, do you think we should give these 2.7 to these fucking politicians? And I'll say, no, what we should do is take 2.7 off the fucking idiots because of the complete balls up they've made in the last fucking 2 years. That's what I think. But Richard Lloyd, he joined the IPSA board in December 2018. I think I've already said that. But then you look back to him. He's an executive director for Which, chief executive of Consumers International, head of policy for Shelter, and this is the best one. This is the fucking best one. Special advisor to the Prime Minister. Fucking special advisor to the Prime Minister, and he was awarded an OBE in 2019 for his services to the economy and consumer rights. You couldn't fucking make it up, could you? You just honestly couldn't make it up. But the funny thing is now, when you look back, that these people, these fucking-ticians are getting £2,000 pay rise for whatever they fucking do, because they have how long do they have over Christmas, June? Is it about a fucking month? They have about
11 months in it.
Yeah, 11 months. And then they have about fucking 3 months off in fucking summer. And then they get a massive fucking pension. So they only have to serve one term. They only have to serve one fucking term, right? And then they get a massive fucking pension. What a complete joke. I hate, I can't say hate, can I? Because I'll be fucking slapped around the head by YouTube.
Don't like them very much.
Who?
That's what you should be saying.
I don't like them very much. I don't hate them, I just don't like them. But when you look at it, it's people like Matt Hancock, who has been given a pay rise. He shouldn't even be in fucking politics, that fucking knob. Shouldn't even be in politics. Diane Abbott. But who did she say we were fighting the other day? The Russians. Croatia. Fucking Croatia. Now, we're all pronounced. Is it pronounced? We're all open to a fucking mistake. Every so often. And, prone to a mistake. I'll fucking prone you in a minute. We're all prone to a mistake every so often. But these are the country's leaders. These are the people who make decisions on our behalf. These are the ones that tell us what we can and can't do. Diane Abbott can't even get the right fucking pair of shoes on the right feet. And it's like they've just been given fucking £2,000 pay rise for nothing. We've got people struggling like fuck to put food in the kids' bellies. Fucking roof over the table. Get to work. Pay the bills. Keep the fucking bailiffs from knocking on the door. And these fucking idiots are taking money. They're taking our money. I just don't understand what makes them so special that they get a fucking pay rise. And the other thing about it is that politicians, when they do all this virtue signalling, and it's like the other week, I think I mentioned it in a rant I did. They were all signing this Holocaust memorial book, and they're all sitting there with this book, and they're all going, "Oh, I'm really important, and the Holocaust should never happen again," and blah blah blah. Right, shouldn't happen again. You fucking idiots signing a book don't mean fuck all. And now I was on Twitter yesterday. I follow Matt Hancock because he does rather amuse me. I do like to keep bringing up how he used to shag somebody behind his wife's back. He didn't shag her behind the back, shagged her in the fucking corridor, didn't he? Shagged her in the back corridor. Bubble. But now they're all signing this book for Ukraine about solidarity with Ukraine. What the fuck does signing a book, what the fuck do you sitting there on 85 grand a year signing a book mean to anybody? I just don't understand it. How about being solidarity with us and taking a wage rise, or don't take a fucking wage rise, where we're all in the same fucking boat that these politicians seem to think we're all in? How big is this fucking boat that we all seem to think that these politicians, these 630, the muppets who work behind them, all the ones in the offices, seem to think that we're all on this fucking love boat? And we all seem to think that we can quite easily just accept what this fucking pay rise is. The fucking politicians ain't in it with us. They're not in it with us at all. They'll just go and fucking claim more expensive. It just fucking winds me up. So I just think that how about when I was at work. When I was at work with Alpha Gary, every year you get an appraisal, right? You get dragged into the office and you would be brought up with mistakes that you'd made, attendance, lateness. I was never late. Apart from when I had COVID, I only had 3 days off in 11 years. I made very few mistakes. When I did make a mistake, I learnt from that mistake and never made that mistake again. So, you build yourself up into the workforce, don't you? Whatever. And I could run any plan, I could do anything there. Probably better than some fucking managers and all, to be fair. But what I want to know is, why don't these fucking politicians, when Matt fucking Hancock screwed up, why wasn't he held accountable? Why didn't he get appraisal and say, "Sorry, Matt, you fucked up there, sunshine. You've made the government look a complete bunch of bigger knobs than they already are. You're gone. Get out and mind the door. Don't hit your arse on the way out because you're fucking useless." And any politician that fucks up, it's about time we had these things where they were held accountable and not just given fucking pay rises. I mean, Angela Rayner. Is it Angela Rayner?
Yeah, over the red hair.
Yeah. I like redheads. June was ginger. One point. Wow, you fucking hell.
No.
You have. You still are in some areas. Angela Rayner, when she called people scum, you know, that should go against her. You can't have people going around calling people scum. If I called somebody scum on Facebook or on Twitter, I would get dragged up and I would probably get a ban. Yet you can't have a politician going out saying, "You're a Tory scum." Even if you think they are, you can't go doing it. It's not on. And you shouldn't be rewarded with a pay rise. It just winds me up. But I will finish on this, right? And this will surprise you. It won't surprise you in some cases. Highest claiming MPs. Cole McCartney in Lincoln, he made 226 claims at a total of £120,000. Over £120,000. He were a Tory, still is. Mark Logan, he's made 337 claims for Bolton North East, £105,500. Another Tory at 91,000, Mark Jenkinson. Darren Jones, Bristol North West, he's claimed £90,800. How the fuck do you claim it? How the fuck do you claim that and then get the money back? Who the fuck is sitting there and writing this off? Now, this is going to surprise you as such even more. Lowest claiming MPs from June 2020 to May 2021. Mims Davis, Eastleigh, she made 10 claims of £811 and she's a Tory. Jacob Rees-Mogg, this fucking really surprised me. £2,635, he made 9 claims. Rishi Sunak, the millionaire with a billionaire wife, he made 1 claim of £2,988. The lowest claim, Dominic Raab, made 6,300. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The 10 lowest claims of MPs were all Tories. Yes, it fucking shocked me as well. The Boris Johnson, he claimed £5,042. He made 21 claims. Theresa May, she claimed £5,455. She made 14 claims. So there you have it, folks. I think the pay rise for the MPs is a joke. I think it needs looking into. It needs sorting. This should not be allowed to happen when the rest of the country, I'm not talking about the rest of the world, 'cause I'm not particularly fucking bothered. You may say, oh, that's a bit crass, Dave. Yeah, I couldn't give a fuck, really, to be fair. I'm more worried about us. I'm fed up with putting every fucker else first, and it should be us we should be putting first. We should sort our own house out before we try and sort anybody else out. I'm just fed up with the fact that the country is on its arse. It's on its knees with his arse out. And these fucking idiots are still getting above what they should be even earning. Over £2,000 pay rise, 2.7% pay rise is a complete joke when nobody else is being given a pay rise. I'm not saying being a politician is easy. It seems to be easy with the fucking idiots we've got in charge. You see, they say, oh, well, you've got to have a good paid job, or you wouldn't get decent people doing the job. Well, do we need some of these fucking idiots? For one, you could quite easily get rid of 100 seats, I think. Get rid of 100 MPs. You do not need all those MPs in that fucking... You look at London and it's just like a mass of lines where these little fucking areas are the size of a village have got an MP. You shouldn't be allowed to have that. Shouldn't be allowed to be. Get rid of at least 100 MPs. There's fortune saved. I haven't got the brain power to work that out, but it's going to be a fucking lot of money. Get rid of them. We don't need 630 odd MPs. 500 MPs, 501, and that's it. Sorted. Right, I'm going to leave that there because I've gone on too long. My fucking red light's flashing for the fucking time, so...